Okay guys, before I get into the HK, first there's something I wanted to talk about. I get a lot of different opinions on my guns and things from people in other countries, okay? And the majority of the people in other countries are nice, they're respectful, they've not been around handguns much because a lot of these countries are very restrictive, and they ask me questions and I answer them to the best of my ability. But a majority of the lot of questions I get from people in other countries and things is people who send me messages and cannot fathom the idea of carrying a handgun or a firearm for self-defense. It is so foreign to them that they're just like in shock. They send me messages like, "You mean you carry a gun in public? Do you carry the gun loaded?" I get questions like, "Why would you ever need to carry a gun out into the streets?" Well, that's okay, and I try to answer these people as nicely as I can. But I do have the few people from other countries who send me messages and things telling me that I'm paranoid. Okay? And one guy in particular has been sending me messages and saying that Americans are paranoid, I'm paranoid, and just different things like that. And that's what I want to address right now. First of all, I'd like to say that some of these people, I have no problem with other countries and things. I do have problems and issues with their laws and their restrictions, though, but not the people as individuals that live there. But first, I'd like to say that some of the people that live in these other countries are so brainwashed by their government, their dictators, leaders, and media in those countries that they cannot fathom the idea of a man protecting himself. It's the most basic of fundamental rights to me, as a man protecting himself and his family from those that would do him harm. It's what this very country was founded upon back from that long ago, and it still rings true to this day. To me, what paranoia is governments in the country such as this man lives that refuse to allow their citizens any freedoms of firearms, even just having guns in your home to target shoot with, because the government is so paranoid and wants to be in control. They don't want any of their citizens to have anything that they could overpower them with. Now that, my friend, is real paranoia. I carry a gun for a few simple reasons. Number one, I have the right to carry a gun. I have a permit to carry a gun, a license. But I believe that we had the right even before I was able to get this permit. In my state, the permit was only available 7 years ago. But I believe from the Constitution that we had the right since then to carry a gun. It's very clear to me. It was on my Glock 26 carry video. It wasn't even nothing. I just basically was showing a gun that a Glock 26 that I carry. And it's really sad to me that people in other countries have been brainwashed that way. If you can show me one country or any place, even in the United States, that is restrictive on firearms and that restricts the citizens the right to protect themselves, if you can show me any place in the world like that that was crime-free last year, I'll give up every one of my guns and never carry one again. But the sad fact of the matter is, there is nowhere in this world that you could do that. Look at California. That is in our own United States. The laws are so different in California from what they are here, it's almost like a third world country to me. Some of the highest crime rates in the United States of America are in some of the very cities that are in California. Yet California is known as one of the most restrictive handgun states and weapon states in the United States. Now, why is that? But some of the cities have the highest crime in the United States. So What did your laws do? Where did they help? Did you accomplish anything? There is concealed carry in some parts of California under certain circumstances. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to get, but it's very, very restrictive. So to that, I would like to ask the question, why does California fear for its law-abiding citizens that go through training, go through testing, and have no criminal record, and want to carry a gun to protect themselves? Why does California restrict that? Yet still have some of the highest crime rates in some of their cities, more than anywhere else in the United States. It just never makes sense to me. That the logic just doesn't work there. But I guess that's just the way it is sometimes. Okay, guys, I just wanted to rant for a little bit on some of my feelings and thoughts. I haven't done a rant in a long time, and just, you know, tell me what you guys think. It's just common sense, man. It's just common sense to protect yourself and your family, and I don't see why anyone would feel in shock or wonder why I would carry a gun. I carry a gun to protect myself and my family, and possibly even someone else that's attacked if I'm there and I see the situation happen. And I would gladly help if I can. Alright, everyone, now I'm going to go ahead and get into this HK here. This is my Emerson knife, by the way. Love these knives. I will have a full review coming on this soon. Okay, guys, this is the HK Mark 23 SOCOM. I'm not really going to give you a bunch of boring details. I'm just going to show the gun to you for a little bit and get you some close-ups with the high-def camera. And that's basically what I want to do. I've reviewed this gun before, but I wanted to get some shots here on the camera with it. I've had this gun for probably about 2 years now. Okay, so hang on one moment. I want to wipe over the slide again, then I'll give you some close-ups. The gun is empty. Was cleared before I turned the camera on. It does have the decocker, and it has an ambidextrous safety. So when it is cocked, got your safety on, kind of styled similar to a 1911, but it's of course differently built. You would just sweep this down, and you're ready to fire. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you some close-ups of the Mark 23 SOCOM. The barrel is threaded. I do have a thread protector on there. The mag release is a little different. I don't mind it since I shoot left-handed. You just push down, This is your magazine right here, and you're good to go. Let's show you guys the threads. This is threaded for a silencer, and also the sights are set up taller on the gun so it can look over a can if you have one on. There's the threads. This gun is very accurate for me. Of course, the accuracy of any gun is pretty much dependent upon the shooter, but for me this one really shoots well. It is a bigger built gun. It's kind of like, to me it kind of reminds me of a smaller version of a Desert Eagle. It is a, I believe it's a, I'm thinking it's a 6-inch barrel. I'll put an annotation in, but I know the barrel's relatively long, longer than most handguns, and this gun does have some weight to it. But it really dampens the recoil, and these of course can shoot 45 plus P, no problems there, or any other kind of 45 ammo you'd like to put through it. HK SOCOM, there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. This is Humans for Targets. Keep your threads clean, keep them loaded. I'm out.